blockage before it happens. We're not actually saying what it is. I like the idea of this, something about like this software integrates with Jane app and it makes the data there make sense, or tells a story, something about like what it actually does, the impact of the product and what it does. Like our value proposition actually needs to be here. And I don't think that we've actually gotten clear about what our value proposition is. Our value proposition is that we have a software that takes the raw data from Jane and presents it in a way where it is understandable and actionable. The end result of which is that a clinic is able to improve their bottom line. I would rather us have explicit language like that rather than this. Like CareTrix quietly runs in the background. Quietly runs in the background to surface unbilled care and coding gaps. I don't know. I think that that's still too jargony. I think that we just actually take it back to what it is that CareTrix does, which is it takes data from your PMS, from Jane app, and it presents it to you in a way that empowers you to make informed decisions and to perform quick wins to improve the bottom line of your business. I think that's what we should say. The offer, scrap that. Like just right here, start with a 12-month historical scan. I think this is still too busy. Like start your recovery. How is my clinic doing? Read only access, revoke anytime, cancel in one click. I don't think that this, I think that we can pare this down a little bit and just say something like find out how much money is hiding in your clinic or something like that. Click here to find out more, or start your $1 recovery scan. Maybe we do this, but honestly, I don't know if people are actually going to read that. I think that this like revenue found is good. I like this image. We should definitely keep that. Okay, so now we're learning more about the product. The question every clinic asks is, how is my clinic doing? Is that true? Because I think that, when Ryan was talking about like he instinctively knows what's happening in his clinic. I don't think clinic owners are actually asking that. They know, but I think what they want, they need help interpreting the data. They need help collating the data and then interpreting it, which again positions them, empowers them to make informed decisions about, hiring, but also to how to allocate resources, time, effort in a way that's going to improve the bottom line and also improve patient care. That is something that I think that we're missing here. And because it is so important to, the practitioners, we should definitely include that here. CareTrix translates your Jane app data into clear, synchronized intelligence. Like, I mean, even this, CareTrix translates your Jane app data into clear, synchronized. I don't like it, the word intelligence. I think it's too jargony, it's too industry. Something like this, though, I think would maybe even be beneficial up here instead of down here. I do like the idea that like CareTrix supports many different roles in your business. There's for clinic leaders and owners, for front desk and operations, and for providers. Maybe we want to change this to practitioners. Total visibility for growth, one prioritized workflow, private insight, not surveillance. Ugh. The fact that we're mentioning surveillance, I'm like, what are you talking about here? My back is up immediately. So I don't really know what you mean by that. I'll read on. Own your performance metrics. Utilization, case completion, and panel stats in your own private dashboard. Helpful flags for unsigned notes. Yeah, this is not what we're talking about. I think what we're doing is we're helping them provide better care. Um, insights, insights to help you provide better care, more efficient care, use your time better, something like that. I don't like this right there. Um, yeah, again, I don't, oh, well, not again. I don't know that utilization is going to be the most important thing for a practitioner. Like that to me seems like clinic owner language. Maybe we do something like something speaks to their like efficient use of time, like clinic time or something like that. I'm not quite sure, but I don't know that I love utilization because we're talking about a human resource here, and they don't want to see themselves as a human resource, like to be used. They want to see themselves as a service provider doing good for others. And so I think that maybe that's my hang up around utilization. Um, okay. Now, I don't know how this is. There, we might need a heading here because there's just so much stuff here and there's nothing to kind of contextualize it. There's nothing to contain it. Like what I'm scrolling, the endless scroll, what's here? So what is it that we're trying to say here? I think what we're trying to say is, CareTrix supports these different customer segments. Obviously, that's internal language, but we reference it there. And then down here, how much yeah, I don't know. There just seems to be this weird disconnect between these two sections. There's not a natural flow. It feels like we're moving back and forth between different things. What is it that we're trying to say here? This is the revenue recovery. Again, I think we come back to this like, wait a minute, what is our major value proposition? How are we presenting it? Um, I mean, it what might make more sense is if we like have a section for each of these boxes down here, or maybe we have pillars where we drill down deeper into revenue recovery here, and then we drill down deeper into operational support here, and then we drill down deeper into um, care plan completion, just in those pillars rather than this like scroll where we're just jumping from thing to thing. Format wise, I do like this. I'm unclear what it is though. I'm looking at it and I'm going, okay, is this the price of the product? Is this telling me how much I recovered? Why is there solo practice, group practice, multi-location practice here? Why is that relevant for the information here? I like the formatting of this. I have no idea what it's trying to say. Um, so maybe we scrap that. Before and after. Okay. I just feel like we're saying the same thing over and over again in different ways. Um, I don't think this is a bad comparison. Um, but again, this is another great thing that we should maybe have above the fold in the hero section. I think we can work on the hero section, and I think in order to do that, we need to get clear on what our value proposition is. Okay. Staring at old. Yeah. Okay. I don't dislike this because it is true. It speaks to their pains. It just feels like a little bit of an orphan on this page. Um, before and after, and then what you actually get. Okay, so yeah, this should be further up. I don't know. I'm having this just like frustrated reaction in my body to be like, why did I have to scroll all the way down to get this? Like, this feels like it should be potentially further up. Maybe I'm just having a visceral reaction to just the way too much information that is on every single website, and it's just the continuous scroll. I just personally don't like it, but I would honestly rather for us to have a really clean website without the continuous scroll, without like all of this stuff, um, and have click through where there's a little bit more agency. Like, you want to find out more here. Um, yeah, I think testimonials and social proof is great. Then let's name that section this, if that's what it is. But again, this financial health care continuum provider performance. Um, Maybe provider performance isn't great because, again, the practitioner might not want to think of themselves in terms of performance, but rather just care. And then, yeah, I think we can work with this for sure. I don't hate it. Um, and then again, like, there's just another section, and I'm like, oh my god, and another section. There's way, way, way too much on this, um, and I don't. There's so much that I'm not actually even seeing what the product is. Like, I would actually, if this is the product page, I would actually like to see a snapshot of the dashboard. Um, and I'm not seeing that. We need to, I think, reduce this page by 80%. There's just way too much stuff, and then it keeps on going. My goodness. Okay. Um, Risk-free until we connect like a secure digital staff member. What? No, I don't like this. Um, oh, but you're saying the how it works. Yeah, risk-free intelligence. What the fuck does that mean? That's just like that's just new age of AI jargon, and I don't like it. A staff. Okay, yeah, I would maybe take what's here and turn it into a how it works section, where we just say, yeah, yes. Like, I like that this is like, I like that we're talking about it's risk free, but don't call it risk free intelligent. Call it how the software works. Um, yeah, I would. This is just too long. I don't dislike this either, but this should be like 7 frames up and the last thing before the bottom, the footer of the page. Um, yeah, that is what I'm thinking about the about page. I mean, there's a lot there that we can, or sorry, the product page, there's a lot there that we can work with, but it's just like too much that I have no idea. I think we need to scale back significantly. And kudos to AI for putting something together, but let's make this human friendly, because humans are going to be the ones actually visiting the page, at least for now.